Let's let that play for a second. Boys, I am getting a copyright infringement for letting that go too long. But boy, howdy, am I excited. Welcome back, gentlemen. Year number 15, Roc City Football League. God bless each and every one of you for hanging in this long. Well, maybe not all of us. But, boys, the league is old enough. It's got pubes. It's stealing cigarettes from its parents. It's drinking beers in the woods with its friends. Our league is a bona fide problem child teenager at this juncture. What an absolute feat, gentlemen, to have made it this long. Obviously, gotta start out on a sad note. Boy, big face getting way too close to the camera there. Pimptastic, no longer in the league. 14 years, two-time champion, one-time runner-up, two-time third-place winner. We're gonna miss his big stupid face. He forgot to water his ant farm or something. I don't know what the excuse was for not being here with us this year, but that's two Hiscock brothers that sadly has had to step out since the beginning. But with that being said, he's been replaced by a smarter man, a smaller man, a more handsome man. My buddy Brian spells it with an I. We're not going to hold that against him, gents. 24-inch pythons. Not sure if that's a Hulk Hogan reference, rest in peace, or if that's a dick reference, which if that's scary, nobody's going to want to touch that thing. So, welcome to the league, bud. You've seen these before. You know the deal. So, welcome to the power rankings. You're part of it now, so you can watch it and you know everything that's going on. Boys, gotta start, of course, with a shout out to last year's champion, Drew Peacock. Let's talk about it for a couple seconds. That one's definitely a dick reference, by the way. Three-time league champion. Won it as a rookie. Won it in, I believe, 2020, if I'm not wrong. Which I probably am because I might have just made that up. And then won it last year. That's 3 times. Tying him with Suck My Dicka for the most league championships in history. Boys, are we ready for it? Should we just dive into this thing here? Reminder, $75. You guys should definitely have my Venmo by now. It shouldn't be that hard to find. Most of you definitely pay out more than you get paid back. $500 to the winner, $250 to second, $100 to third, and $50 to the regular season champion. Gents, you know how the preseason rankings work. I decide. Just like every other week. I decide what happens. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. This is purely my expertise that gets to throw these things up here. It's fun to watch how they move all year. They go up, they go down, they go left, they go right, they go all over the place. You guys know the Swami from last year had a great record that I will establish next week, obviously. We will talk about how he would have to do to win against it. You guys know that I throw out some betting props out there as well for single player stuff when it has to do with fantasy for fun. Those are also meaningless, but we'll keep track of how dumb I am as the season goes. And the other thing we know is that somehow the bills got to get paid. So, first up, this year, Old Granddad Whiskey. This right here is some domestic violence whiskey. This right here is a screen on the front of your garage. Sit out there, listen to Led Zeppelin, and drink 3/4 of this bottle wondering what might have been if you had made one different choice in your youth type of whiskey. Old Granddad. They gave me an ad read that would make the Colonel Taylor ad read look like Child's Play. They said some things in there that I'm not willing to repeat. But let me tell you, if you want to hang the old Stars and Stripes in front of your house, and I'm not talking about the one with the stars in the corner, I'm talking about the one with the stars inside the X, this is a whiskey for you. Old Granddad whiskey. Boys, yes, there is a lot of this bottle gone. Listen, it's from the holidays. We were making eggnogs with it. I swear to God, I haven't just been drinking it straight. Next, new sponsor, Stanley Cold Mugs. If you want to show that you're a white girl and you're cooler than the other white girls around you, Stanley Muggs. You will have to hold on to this thing. You will get tendonitis to the elbow. This thing is like 13 pounds, especially when it's spilled. It doesn't spill, especially when it's filled with a Starbucks Mocha Choca Coca Latte. This thing right here shows other white girls that you are better than them, in fact, and that you think they are trash. Stanley Muggs for girls who think they're better than other girls. All right. Let's get down to brass tacks, boys. That one paid pretty good. I don't know if they're going to be happy with that ad read, but boy, howdy. That one brought the buy. They have some white girl money. Let me tell you something. So, all right. Let's get right into the rankings here, gents. As always, first one always takes the longest because I got the most to say, so fucking strap in. Starting off, in the basement, number 12, Crystal Meth Caffrey. Previous rank, this is going to be where you finished last year. Number 11, previous record, 4-10. Oof. Boy howdy, Walter White must have got his draft strategy from fucking Badger. Watch the show if you don't know who that is. He's a fucking idiot. If you haven't watched Breaking Bad, by the way, fucking sad. Absolutely sad. Get some culture, you mutants. Fucking unbelievable. Garbage pile of a fucking team right here. Leaning on Drake May, leaning on Breece Hall, leaning on Deebo Samuel, leaning on guys I wouldn't draft if you fucking paid me to. So, might want to get this guy a blanket. Might want to get this guy whatever. I think Meth Head's like candy. You might want to get him a stack of candy down there just so he can just munch on that. All his teeth are coming out. He's picking his face because the basement might be where you find yourself all year. Crystal Meth Caffrey, number 12. Number 11, the Bear Traps. Previous rank, number 4. 8-6, still didn't find himself in the money last year despite how much I believed in his team. Well, guess what? Not so fast, my friend, because I don't fucking believe in him one bit this year. It's going to be a real shame when this team takes the number 1 pick, Jamar Chase, and walks into a chair in the backyard and gets bear trapped in it and ends up on the ground while all the rest of us are having a party all year long. Unbelievable. Listen, I don't believe in Bo Nix, and I think your flex is absolutely brutal. Number 11, the Bear Traps. Excuse me. I have a sip of my Polar Seltzer. We're not drinking tonight. Till after I work out, which is after this. So, next up, number 10, Hackin' Darts. Previous rank, number 7, just missed the playoffs last year. 7-7. Oh, boy, howdy. Listen. If Christian McCaffrey wasn't already surprising none of us and on the injured reserve and already talking about, well, not on the IR, but he's questionable, says he's feeling fine, but he has that calf injury that's killing him right now, this team might have a higher rank. But listen, if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. So McCaffrey's already hurt, and you're number 10. Hackin' Darts. Good name change, though, bud. Much better than the fucking previous, so maybe you'll end up better. Number 9, Diggsing out of the basement. Previous rank, number 3, finished in the money last year. Congratulations, but 8-6. Listen, despite being AJ Brown being a fucking absolute dry fart yesterday, I actually don't hate or love this team. I'm afraid your tight end position is going to be hurting you. I think Tyler Warren's going to suffer from Daniel Jones's inability to throw kind of to the tight end. Not great at it. Hope I'm wrong on that. Really like Tyler Warren. But I do really like your top flex position. I think he's going to end up as a wide receiver too. Jameson is a very good football player. So, number 9. Well, we're not writing this team off. Number 9, Diggsing out of the basement. Number 8. Running back, backup, university. At the end of the day, it's the Ostrich. Previous rank, number 12. He was in the basement last year. Head directly in the sand. 4-10. Listen, this past champion will be relying on his quarterback and wide receivers to carry him because those running backs are god awful. If I had a producer or Jamie, puke emoji. That's what would come up right now. Puke emoji. Puke emoji. Just right there on the screen. Ramondre Stevenson is not going to start. He might get 200 carries all year, if that. might get 100 carries all year, going to be useless. And those running backs that you've piled up on the bench, I think one of them, Zach Charbonnet, might actually come in handy. The rest of them, puddle of yuck. So, number 8. But the roster is still pretty good. Good wide receivers, decent quarterback. We'll see what happens. Number 7, call me daddy. Previous rank, number 10. 5-8-1 last year. This team hasn't been relevant since Moby Dick was a minnow. But right outside the playoffs right now, the tandem of Lamar Jackson and Saquon Barkley alone will cause teams some trouble. Those are 2 bona fide fantasy superstars. But will Worthy be worthy of that wide receiver 2 spot? I'm recording this right now during the Kansas City Chiefs game where he's already been ruled out for the game. So that is tough. That is an absolute tough one right there. But who knows, the rest of the team might be able to figure out. If I knew when I wrote this that Worthy was going to be hurt already, would have slid this team down a little bit because I think that wide receiver 2 spot is going to be something that he depends on. But at this juncture, number 7, let's see how it works out. Number 6, doesn't matter where you start him. It's all about where he finishes. Suck my dicka. Previous rank, number 6, made the playoffs last year, but got booted in the first round. 7-6-1 last year. Listen, and that's tough sledding for this owner. He has had more championships than just about everyone in the league, tied, obviously, with Drew Peacock now, as I stated earlier. But the amount of second places, he has had 5 runner-up finishes in this league on top of the championships. That is absolutely unreal. I was looking through it yesterday, and I didn't realize that stat to be a fact. So, we will see. He has the hookup, the Kelce and Mahomes hookup. We'll see if we could take that in the time machine and bring it back. I kind of hope we can. I have some shares of both of those guys in other leagues. But what I'm interested in is he going to keep that 4 running back lineup going all year long? Interesting to see what happens. I have him at number 6 right now. Speaking of champions, number 5, Drew Peacock. Previous rank, number 1, 9-5 last year. Big time running back tandem right now. Oh, excuse me. That Kelce and Mahomes stack is on this team. I was reading one line down. Kelce Mahomes stack is on this team. I should have been talking more about Derrick Henry and Alvin Kamara on the last team. My apologies. This is all jumbled together because I got so much writing on this. So forgive me. I'm not even drunk. I have no fucking excuse for this. I'm just cross-eyed and can't fucking read. So, number 5, Drew Peacock, Kelce Mahomes stack, and he has that 4 running back lineup. This is your 4 running back lineup. Look, at Suck My Dicka is the running back powerhouse lineup with old school time machine of Derrick Henry and Alvin Kamara. So I'm glad I fucked that up. But if you think I'm going through and do a second take of this, not happening. So, number 4, 24-inch Pythons. Previous rank, not applicable. Record last year, not applicable. We got another rookie in the house this year. Just to let you know, I have stated previously 2 times in the history, Drink and Draft, who is now Crystal Meth Caffrey, won his rookie year, and Drew Peacock, who has tripled his championship since then, won his rookie year. Drake London, Joe Burrow, Chase Brown. I'm reading the right line on this one. Very nice start to this lineup. Not too shabby. What you gonna do when the 24-inch Pythons come running wild on you? I hope that's an arm reference and not a dick reference, because what I just said changes meanings a bunch. Number 4. Number 3, cruising on Colorado Kool-Aid. Listen, despite being very unsure of this team's wide receivers, maybe the worst in the entire league, Allen, Gibbs, and McBride will carry the team, and this guy will figure it out. Another bona fide manager. Finished last year number 2. I pay this guy very often. He pays very good attention. He is a very good owner. That's the last compliment he's getting all fucking year, so I hope he watches this. Good team. Number 3, cruising on Colorado Shitwater. Number 2, the Chode Jugglers. Previous rank, number 9, finished last year 7-7, was 1 win, half a win actually, out of the playoffs. right there at the edge. CeeDee Lamb, despite his drops, and those don't bother you in fucking fantasy, proved last night, just as I thought before, he's a top 3 wide receiver in the league. The guy's going to be a stud all year long. You got that with Brock Bowers and possibly the best flex in the league. If that rookie Travis Hunter turns out to be as good as I think he's going to, this team will be scary. They will be up near the top. Tyreek Hill and Travis Hunter in the flex. Look out. Good football team. Number 2, Chode Jugglers. Number 1, never been done before, but I'm fucking doing it this year. Cowboy Killers. Number 1 in the preseason rank. Last year's previous rank, number 5. 8-6 finished last year. This team that I put together is absolutely stacked. I put myself number 1. Come and prove me wrong. Absolute battle of the juggernauts to start the year against Chode Jugglers. But no matter what happens this year, my team will be an absolute force to reckon with. Very deep on the bench. Very, very good in the lineup. Very good in the flex. George Kittle at tight end. I can go on and on about this team. Excellent draft by me. I'm putting myself in the top spot this year. Never been done before. Always put myself 4, 6, 3, number 1 this year. So check that out, gentlemen. He's fucking feeling himself after this draft. Might as well change something up considering I never won the goddamn thing. Boys, I don't want to talk about this, but I have to bring it up. The Yahoo rankings, the 2 teams that they had best, I did have number 2 and 3. This is the least I've disagreed with them. This AI is coming for our fucking jobs. It's even getting better at doing this. I'm afraid. You guys should all be afraid. All of our jobs are going to be fucking automated. The fucking clankers are coming. The robots are coming. Prepare yourselves. That's all I'm going to say about that. Speaking of fucking clankers. Shopback! Shopback's back for another year. This thing sucks harder than a blue-haired meth tranny that loves fucking Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Shopback! This thing sucks harder than trying to clean up the goddamn Gaza Strip. You're gonna need more than one fucking Shopback for that. Shopback! This thing sucks harder than sitting next to a 400-pound Disney mom on a flight down to Florida. I can't use the goddamn armrest. Shopback! Boys, Shopback is back for another year, plundering and taking care of everything. That Gaza thing they told me to put in there, that wasn't me. All right, gents, real quick, because this is almost on 20 minutes. Swami is back. Last year, I believe I had 48 wins. I'm going to have to take a look at it next week. That's one thing that I didn't look up, but we're going to try and match or beat it this year, so hang on tight. First matchup of the year, Cruising on Colorado Shitwater versus Hacking Darts. Cruising, 93, Hacking Darts, 80. I've got Trey McBride over 12 fantasy points in the league. Mark it down. Next up, Bear Traps versus Ostrich. Bear Traps, 90. Ostrich, 91. We're going with a Nico Collins touchdown. Mark it down. Anytime touchdown. Nico Collins. Ostrich pulling off a close one. Next up, Ditka versus Drew Peacock. Battle of the absolute titans. Peacock, 105. Ditka, 89. I wrote down here, because I wrote this before this game started, that there will be a stacked touchdown. Mahomes will connect with Travis Kelce. I think there's one half of football left for me to be correct at this juncture. Next up, Diggsing, out of the basement. Crystal, Metcalfrey. Diggsing, 89. Metcalfrey, 88. We've got, what do I got here? Jaden Daniels, 18 plus fantasy points for the rookie quarterback. Look out for an excellent performance from Jaden Daniels. Call me Daddy versus 24-inch Pythons. Daddy, 90. Pythons, 96. I've got a Kenneth Walker III touchdown right here coming at you. He's going to start out 1-0 in the league. Finally, the star matchup of the week. Preseason ranked 1 and 2 going after each other. Chode Jugglers, 103. Cowboy Killers betting on himself, 110. I've got Bucky Irving for over 15 fantasy points, helping carry the squad, make up for the CeeDee Lamb, and take us to fucking victory town here. Mark it down. I'm going 1-0. I'm the number 1 team. Come out for me. We'll see how long that fucking lasts. Gentlemen, very, very, very happy to be back. He will be missed, but we must move on. We must move on. Gents, I love you. Have a great season. I'll see you every single week down here in the basement. Let's fucking go. Football's back, boys.